On a day that saw Mike Thomas make history, Jared Cook officially break out, and the Saints score multiple first-quarter touchdowns for the first time all season. Those are all back-page headlines to Will Lutz's second game-winning field goal this season, and the elephant that hasn't left the room since the New Orleans no-call in last year's NFC Championship game.
That's a review. Pass interference. Defense number 22.
And a very special welcome into this News 25 Who Dat playoff special. I'm your host, Jeff Haeger. Before we dive into the NFC divisional round preview, regretfully, there's something else we have to do first. Reliving the Minneapolis Miracle is never easy. At the respect of the team and family, I'm not going to show the aforementioned play. However, I do have to show you the response of both teams because this is why sports matter, and they matter a lot. An emotional scene at the pitcher's mound more than a half hour after the initial incident. Both teams were on a knee the entire time, and in those moments, baseball came second. Hey, Tanner, yes, sir. High stakes indeed. We've got first place Gulfport 5-0 in district play versus Ocean Springs 4-1 in district play and a two-way tie for second place. So what we're going to do now, we're going to talk to both head coaches pregame. First off, we'll start with the visiting Ocean Springs Greyhounds. We're going to bring in Ryan Ross, head coach of those Greyhounds. Now, Coach, we're going to talk about your three-game winning streak. Only allowed 16 points during this stretch. So what's really working for you guys are playing your best football at the most important time of the year. For anyone saying you're just using the blown call to deflect what? And why is anyone using play calling to deflect away from the fact that the refs blew it? What's even worse is, according to a report from NOLA.com, NFL head referee Bill Vinovich says he personally hasn't seen the play. What? It's November, it's cold, and it's Friday. Alongside Andrew Scher, I'm Jeff Haeger, in-house for this Week 11 edition of the News 25 Friday Night Showcase. And in honor of the first time all season that I wore pants instead of shorts to the stadium, it begs the question, how long can Gulfport continue to wear the pants in Region 4 Class 6A? And he's a G+1, that's gone. And one thing we do know about this dude, he enjoys long runs to the end zone just like I enjoy short walks to the fridge. Otherwise, a lot of stingy defense. Drake Thornton. Drake just stands for do right and kill everything. Finds Johnson on the run. Now watch this. Yuck! Get off me. Grown man move from the senior. Celebrating by grabbing the camera and flexing with a smile as infectious as they come. Always happy, always smiling. Which brings us to yesterday's tragedy. Now, I don't mean to interject myself into this story because on a personal level, I hardly knew Zay. But I think that's the point. The fact that his first impression was always a smile and the fact that you knew he was one of the good guys. Ask a Saints fan. Ask any Saints fan where they were when Steve Gleason gave new life to the city of New Orleans and the entire Gulf Coast region decimated by Hurricane Katrina. They'll know where they were. I was a sophomore in high school at my mom's house in Diamond Head, jumping up and down in the living room. Now, speaking of money, all bets are on in the Saints locker room. On Monday, Sean Payton wheeled in the Lombardi Trophy, sitting on top of $225,000 in cash with the help of 4 armed security guards. That's the lump sum for each player if New Orleans wins the Super Bowl, and running back Mark Ingram is already thinking about what's in his bag. Smith trips on an ankle, no foul called, so Fields is coming back the other way with it. Got to get it off now to beat the buzzer. Bang! 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 It's good. Drains it from half court for the game winner. Are you serious?
They're going to let me take over sports here soon
I was going to do an hour-long 9 o'clock show tonight, but you guys wouldn't let me.
Yeah.
Tanner, how cool is this? Normally you're hoping, okay, maybe just one of our teams can make it to South State. No, we got 2 local teams here representing. A lot of times people ask me why I work so late, and my response is pretty self-explanatory. That's when sports happen. But when school is out for Good Friday, on day 1 of the high school baseball playoffs, suddenly I get to cover all the sports, or more of them anyway. Well, that's cool. The Biloxi Shuckers are cool. We're ready for opening day. Yes, tomorrow at 6:35. Rain stays away, fingers crossed. Ryan might have more on that. But more news after the break. Thanks for coming in, Garrett. Stick around. Hey, guys, and welcome back to MGM Park for the first time in the regular season in 2019. Biloxi Shuckers baseball is back. They just threw out the first pitch seconds ago, and they just recorded the first out, as you heard it right there.
It's a game of inches, Jeff.
Absolutely.
Game of inches.
As is this newscast.
That's right. Stay with us.
And an extra special WXXV play of the day, which goes to the birthday girl. Happy birthday, Mom. She turns 39 today, or some number under 40, right?
Jeff Haeger, man, you got my Twitter, man. Hey, Mom. Hey, take some photos.
That makes you a grave digger.
Hey, you want to make sure? Make plays. Right through.
In South Mississippi, it's not uncommon for entire towns to just shut down on a Friday night for high school football. And last Friday was no different in Hancock County, only it was different. Different because of who wasn't there. Different because everyone who was there for her, wearing her favorite color on her favorite day of the week. Teal Out Night and a celebration of life through football for the late Emily Catherine Goss.
Tonight's about love. It's about love for her and it's about love for the rest of us.
Love you, Em. Love you.
It was the words we heard all the time, and will be the words that stay with us forever. I got you.
You know what our standard is. You better play to it. Here we go. One time, get out there and do something about it. Hey, go! Let's go!
On the team, like, she made everyone laugh. Like, kind of the atmosphere was just different because everyone had a smile on their face. And I mean, we still do, but it's just, it feels like we're missing something.
Yeah, like every time we go out for like team bonding stuff, it just feels like I'm like missing something in my stomach. And then I'm just like, did I forget something? But like I didn't. And because she always made everyone smile and like giggle. And like when a stunt would fall, she would just like tell us to get right back up and try it again.
Things haven't been the same at Hancock since July 12th, the day Emily Goss lost her life in a tragic car accident at just 17 years old. Now it's up to that Hancock family to honor her by going on for the ones who can.
It's hard, but it helps so much to know that like so many people loved her, so many people are here just for her.
The community showed up in droves, wearing teal for days and emotions on their sleeves. But come to find out, doing it for Em is overwhelmingly just one big reason to be happy.
She was always smiling, so you know we always try to smile. She always had an upbeat, positive attitude, and we all try to have an upbeat, positive attitude just like she did. And when all this happened, we were like, you know, senior year, it's going to be terrible. And that's not what she wanted. We know she would have wanted her senior year to be the best year. We're living the way she would live and make it the best year for her.
As a captain of the cheer squad, that peppy attitude and school spirit is just part of the territory. And apparently, so is being the star of the show. What do you think she would think about all this?
Oh, she would love all this attention.
Yeah.
She would love it.
She would always be like, oh, everyone's coming out for me and no one else, just me. So, yeah, that's what she would say.
She'd love it.
Another thing Emily loved, football.
We had powder puff games and she would try to play, but she would always lose because she didn't know what she was doing at all.
Even if Emily didn't have a big presence on the field, the Hawks felt it in the locker room. Head coach Neil Lawler says she would spend up to 3 hours helping on game day, hanging jerseys for the players, and making sure they had drinks after the game.
I think it's kind of our way of celebrating her, you know, not just mourning. I think Emily would want it that way. She was somebody who always wanted to shine bright. That was kind of one of her big things, and she always said, I got you.
I got you.
And this is a way that we can do this.
Friday night lights were always such a fun time, and they still will be. Her accident occurred on a Friday, the balloon release occurred on a Friday, so now we're here really pushing ourselves for a tough football game, and everyone's giving it their all. And just remembering that she would love to be here, and we just love and miss her so much.
Your love will be in our hearts forever. This season is for you. Amen.
In a game that was more about life than it was football, the Hawks gave Emily the ultimate tribute in the form of a 28-14 come-from-behind victory over Gaucher. The perfect end to a perfect night, but never the end of LLE. Long live Emily.
She's still here with us, and it just like shows like she is here. And like every day, like there's like something that just flies across my face that shows that she's there.
With God by your side, you left a trail of glitter that will never wash away.
You better not be, because I got you.